Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today again we are looking at October update for the Aerodrome Finance, and it has been doing pretty awesome. As you can see, it's nearly up, I think 126% in the last 30 days, so that is a big move. So let's just see what is going on with this project and why it is actually going up and where. So one of the biggest thing that actually happened last month was that base TVL actually went parabolic. As you can see, it was struggling really a lot, as you can see, from around I think 1.74 billion, and it ended up hitting over 2 billion in just I think 1 month, which is a massive move. As you can see, it was actually around 1.4 billion, and as of now it's actually around its all-time high. And if you look at the overall TVL, the biggest one, or over the 50% of the TVL, is actually in the Aerodrome Finance with 1.2 billion. So that is a lot, and it's up over 120%, which is a massive move, as you can see here. And I think this is one of the reasons why Aero coin is actually up, because of the TVL. But why did the TVL actually went up? So I think one of the reasons why the TVL did go up is because of the CBBTC on Ethereum. And as you can see here, it has around 6,000 supplies of now, and which is the worth of TVL of I think around 367 million, as you can see. And of course most of it is on Ethereum, but still it is actually a lot on base as well. So I think that is one of the reasons why that base TVL did actually go up. So I think this is one of the big massive move for the base, and I think this is going to impact even more. And I think we should be near Arbitrum, so I think the base is going to overtake Arbitrum as well. So I think that is a big win for, or big W for the base. So let's see what is happening with Aerodrome in the last month as well. So we'll try to look at some news and see what is happening with that as well. So I have actually filtered the best news which I could find about Aerodrome. So the first one is actually Aerodrome's TVL has surpassed 300k ETH this month, so that was a pretty big one, as you can see. So this was, I believe, a new all-time high for the ETH, so that's a pretty big one for them. After that we have Miss Masari actually coming up with Aerodrome, and they did cover that, so that was a pretty big one. And I think a lot of users actually saw that, and I think that is one of the reasons why Aerodrome did actually come under users' eyes, so that was a pretty massive one. After that we had Aerodrome is committed to growing adoption of Circle's native euro on base, and it has already added over 16 million in EURC liquidity, so that was a pretty massive one as well. Beside that we did have Aerodrome's volume going supersonic, as you can see, so this was a massive move as well. And after that we did have a lot of CBBTC pair launching, as you can see, a lot of pools coming up, so that did actually help Aerodrome a lot. So, and as you can see here, Aerodrome did actually dominate CBTC's on-chain volume and on-chain growth, so that is a massive W for Aerodrome in my opinion. After that we do have revenue. If you look at here, it is beating Uniswap Labs when it comes to the revenue, so that is a massive W for the Aerodrome overall, I think. And another, as you can see here, CBBTC growth on chain. CBBTC saw 72 million in volume yesterday, with 90% coming from Aerodrome alone, so that was a massive W for Aerodrome again. So I think that is one of the reasons why Aerodrome's TVL did went parabolic, as you can see here. It actually went parabolic from 10th September, as you can see, and it ended up hitting its peak around 1.2 billion. So that is a pretty big massive win for the Aerodrome. And this is another interesting thing, that we have Pepe and Whiff. Both of them are meme coins, and they do bring a lot of volume. And Aerodrome did actually, it was giving LP reward, so that was a pretty massive W for Aerodrome in my opinion as well. And if you look at, I will just cover that in the last. So after that the block even covered the Aerodrome, so again another W for the Aerodrome. We have, again, as you can see here, they actually covered a base in the detail, as you can see, and what is going on here, so that another massive W for the Aerodrome in my opinion. And after that we have on-chain activity. As you can see here, the base is on the third number, as you can see, and the most of the volume is actually coming from the Aerodrome, and I think that is a massive W for the base as well as Aerodrome. It's even beating BSC, so that is a massive W for the base as well as Aerodrome. Again, we did have a new listing for the Aerodrome. It actually launched on veAERO. That is another big exchange in my opinion, and that is a massive W for AERO coin in general overall. Anyways, these were the updates, so I will just cover some on-chain analysis for the Aerodrome, and after that we'll look at the price action and close this video. So as of now, we are in epoch 59 as you can see here, and we do have a lot of volume coming in as you can see in a different pool. So that's a really big thing for the Aerodrome, I think, and that is one of the things that Aerodrome is getting a lot of TVL and interaction as of now. So if you look at its volume, just a second, so I just lost it, I think. So this was supposed to be its volume, but it's not showing. I think there's an error, but anyways, as you can see here, it did actually ended up hitting 3 billion volume in epoch 57, and in epoch 58 it ended up hitting 2.9, and as of now it is projected to hit 4.6, and that is a lot as you can see here. And I think if that does happen, Aerodrome is most likely going towards 1.5 from the looks of it, but we have to see the logs as you can see. As for the logs, the amount is not that big, but still it's impressive. We had around 2 million AERO coin logged, and even 1.8, 1.5, so that's a pretty impressive amount I think overall. But overall AERO locking is increasing, but there is an issue. So as of now, we have circulating supply of around 651 as you can see, and this is its price. So as of now, if you look at its peak, it's around 1.23, but if you look at its market cap, that is same when it was, I think, when it was trading around $2. So that means we have seen a pretty massive supply increase, and that is one of the reasons why price has not gone that much up. And if the supply did not increase that much, I think the price would have been around $2. So that is something you have to keep that in mind as you can see here. So as of now, the market cap is actually around its peak, so that's a pretty massive amount. That's a pretty massive W for the Aerodrome. So from now on, if you look at the price action, I think we do have a sell zone as you can see here, a pretty good resistance, but it seems like that AERO is actually trying to break this resistance as of now, and I think if we end up flipping this resistance, we are most likely heading towards somewhere, I would say this seems to be a pretty good zone for Aerodrome. So if it does breaks out from here around, I think 1.37, we are most likely heading towards 1.68. And if we look at its TVL, that has been also doing pretty awesome as you can see. It actually is somewhere around its peak, and they do have a pretty good development activities on their GitHub as well. So overall, the Aerodrome is looking pretty bullish. And if you look at the base is also increasing, and if we look at overall TVL, that is going down, but the base is actually increasing. So I think that means that base is pretty bullish from the looks of it. And if we look at the BTC is doing well, and Ethereum is not doing that well, and I think the Ethereum supply has increased, so that is something to do with Ethereum. But I think overall the Aerodrome itself looks pretty bullish. So if this does ends up breaking out from here, I think we are most likely heading towards 1.73 or even 1.8 is a possibility. But if we do go down from here, I think the most likely support that we are going to see is somewhere around here. So from the looks of it, so if we do go down from here, I think the lowest we will most likely go is around 81 or 77 cent. That is a pretty good entry if you're looking to get into the Aerodrome as of now. But as of now, I think if we do break out from here, we are most likely going towards 1.7 or 1.8. But you have to keep that in mind that we are at the peak market cap, so that means we will need new capital if the AERO wants to go up. So as of now, it seems like the new capital is coming up, because I think these buyers did sold a lot of coins somewhere around here, and the AERO did actually fell from, I think, from 790 million to it went as low as it was 100 million difference. So that means we have already seen sellers. So I think AERO will most likely go up, and I think we are heading towards 1 billion. There is a possibility, and I think from the looks of it 1.8 seems to be possible. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.